Bullet News Today, July 20th, 2024. Headline: Intensified fighting in Ukraine, peace efforts hit a standstill. The conflict in Ukraine shows no signs of easing as recent skirmishes and exchanges of fire escalate tensions. Diplomatic talks facilitated by the UN and EU are struggling to gain traction, leaving many civilians trapped in increasingly dire conditions. Humanitarian groups are finding it challenging to deliver much-needed aid amid the chaos. Headline: UK Prime Minister reveals ambitious plan for NHS overhaul. In a major announcement, the UK Prime Minister has laid out a detailed strategy to reform the National Health Service, aiming to tackle long waiting times and enhance patient care. However, the proposed changes have sparked debate, with some critics arguing that the funding allocated may not be sufficient to achieve the goals. Headline: World leaders gather for climate summit, focus on emissions and heat waves. The Global Climate Summit has kicked off, bringing together leaders from around the world to discuss strategies for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The discussions are set against a backdrop of extreme heat waves and unusual weather patterns that highlight the urgent need for comprehensive climate action. Headline: U.S. tech giants face fresh antitrust challenges from Congress. Major technology companies in the U.S., including Google and Facebook, are under renewed scrutiny as Congress considers new antitrust regulations. The debate centers on whether these tech giants have amassed too much market power and what impact potential regulations could have on innovation and competition. Headline: China's inflation surge sparks economic concerns across Asia. China's latest inflation figures have taken many by surprise, leading to significant reactions in Asian markets. Economists are worried about possible ripple effects on global trade and investment. In response, the Chinese government is proposing measures to stabilize the economy, though uncertainties persist. Headline: Middle East peace talks resume with fresh international mediation. Peace talks between Israel and Palestine have resumed with the help of new international mediators. While both parties are cautiously hopeful, unresolved issues like border security and settlements remain major hurdles. The world watches with bated breath for any signs of progress in the negotiations. Headline: Southern Europe battles widespread wildfires, thousands forced to flee. Southern Europe, particularly Greece and Italy, is grappling with severe wildfires that have led to mass evacuations. Firefighters are working tirelessly to control the blazes, exacerbated by extreme heat and dry conditions. Environmental experts warn that these fires are becoming more frequent and severe due to climate change. Headline: Oil prices soar amid concerns over supply disruptions. Global oil prices are climbing as worries about potential supply disruptions in the Middle East and OPEC production cuts come to the fore. The rise in prices could have far-reaching effects on economies worldwide, influencing everything from transportation costs to energy policies. Headline: Floods in South Asia displace millions. International aid efforts intensify. Catastrophic floods in Bangladesh and India have displaced millions, creating an urgent need for international relief. As aid organizations work to provide support and prevent disease outbreaks, the situation underscores the critical need for better infrastructure and preparedness for such natural disasters. Headline: Health authorities on alert over new COVID-19 variant. A new COVID-19 variant identified in Southeast Asia is raising alarms among global health officials. Early reports suggest it may spread more rapidly than previous strains. Vaccine developers are already working on updated versions to address this variant, and health agencies continue to emphasize the importance of vaccination and public health measures. Headline: Top UN court declares Israeli presence in Palestinian territories illegal. On July 20th, 2024, the International Court of Justice ruled that Israel's presence in the occupied Palestinian territories is illegal. The court called for an immediate halt to settlement construction and the removal of existing settlements. The decision, made by a 15-judge panel, cited violations of international law, including the prohibition of acquiring territory by force and impeding Palestinians' right to self-determination. The court's opinion also calls on other nations not to support Israel's actions in these territories. Headline: Global IT outage causes major disruptions. On July 20th, 2024, A significant IT outage caused by a defect in a Windows update from CrowdStrike led to nearly 3,000 flight cancellations within or to the United States. The disruption impacted major airlines, including Delta, United, and American. The issue stemmed from a logic error in CrowdStrike's Falcon platform, which triggered widespread computer crashes. Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport reported the highest number of cancellations, followed by Chicago O'Hare International Airport.